All right. I wanted to take a moment to challenge your values this morning. Um, Being in Atlanta as a single male, there's more women than there are men. But as a man, you know that you found somebody special when you start to give them time. And that kind of shows what they mean to you and the value you've placed on that particular person. That principle applies to many things. When you invest time into something, there's value there. You can't get more time. And so this week is unique to me or special to me because I'm coming up on 12 years of being a licensed realtor here. And if I think back to when I was 18 and I took that test, it was one of the most nerve-wracking things because it was something I had dreamed of my whole life. And here I am, and this test is going to determine my future. I can literally remember back to being 5 or 6 years old and dreaming of, Monday I was going to deal with buyers, and Tuesdays I was going to deal with sellers, and Wednesdays I was going to do paperwork. I literally had these thoughts and dreams as a young child. But the most interesting number out of all of that is, I got licensed at 18, been doing it 12 years. I just turned 30. And I heard last week somebody say that if you live to be 90 years old, you will have spent 30 years sleep. And, doctors and experts, say that everybody dreams. So I've lived 30 years, but if I lived to 90, these 30 years that I've lived would have been spent dreaming, basically. If we're going to spend that much time dreaming, we have to think and consider the way that God has designed us, because he's placed value in dreams. And so you may know of Solomon. Biblically, he's the richest man who ever lived. And you know that basically God said to him, ask of me anything you want, I'll give it to you. Solomon said wisdom. God basically said, you asked a good thing, I'll give you that and riches. But the most interesting thing about that story is that it all occurred in a dream. Solomon was sleeping. This was a conversation that he had with God in his dreams. He was asleep, and it ended up coming to pass in his life. So this is not the Latin root of the word desire and all that kind of stuff, but it's the way that I like to think of desire. And it's DE of sire, father. And I believe that in our heart, there's things that God has placed in our hearts. And if we acknowledge them and own them, value them, that they're of the Father, it allows us to have a more intimate relationship with him. So, as I always say, God's greatest gift to us are the dreams and the desires of our heart. And our gift and thanks back to him is faith in his ability to empower us to bring them to pass. So I challenge you today to value those dreams. Don't put them aside. Don't think of them as just a dream. Challenge yourself to daily pursue, with every moment and breath that you have, the fulfillment of those dreams and desires of your heart. Because it's the way that you can even know God, and that you acknowledge that's him that's put it in your heart, and you actually by faith pursue it. So that's my challenge to you. Believe in those dreams, pursue them. Have a good day.